Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another episode of Music Maniacs featuring yours truly, Dr. Earl, along with the mighty YR and, of course, Mr. Paul 3 joining us. Now, I don't know where Prince Idol is at the moment. We'll wait till he gets wind of this and he'll probably join in later on. But in the
Yeah, and then
meantime,
I hit up Carlos Cabral too, bro, and invited him on the
yes,
whatever.
I'd
But
like to
like
know how he's coming along. Because I'd
Yeah,
like
our
to see how
resident
he's
Freddie
doing.
Mercury. That's our resident Freddie
the
Mercury.
Freddie
Uh,
Mercury guys, nobody knows what we're talking about. And no one's ever probably gonna know, but
No, no.
you got a
no,
brain.
yeah.
To get it, brother. Dr. Brown,
Yes.
what's on the show docket today, man?
What's on the show talking? Well, tonight we're talking about a couple of things. First, it was mentioned about last week about naming that one favorite song from each band or artist. That was discussed last
Yeah,
week.
so that was my idea.
Hmm.
I challenge everyone else. I mean, that's look, Paul three. We kind of have a healthy. What is it? Not a back and forth.
Hmm.
What is that called when sports people go back and forth?
Kind of a
Rivalry. Not
debate.
really a rival. We don't really have a rivalry, but we do try to come
A
up
de-
with good show topics. Paul
mhm.
three
Paul,
has a good, grouping mechanism, but I, 101, 011. It's literally one song, one topic. We're gonna see how this
mhm,
goes. But regardless, we always out of the show, and it's all the great shows, the past few months and everything.
mhm.
But like on this one, I don't know how. I mean, could Paul three bring up a list of 70s, 80s, 90s acts? And I mean, there's a few 2000 acts, really all that rock acts, like
Mhm.
whether it's metal, whether it's alternative, all the rock acts that would have been on the rock radio in
Mhm.
the 90s and the 2000s and the 80s, whatever.
70s,
Um,
60s.
I mean, yeah, we can, yeah, we have to do the 60s. I mean, yeah, because the Beatles and everything, but basically, yeah, all rock from the 60s to 2000s.
Mhm.
And that's going to be a huge list. Now, I would say certain bands that have just one. I mean, really, it's what you want to bring up. Like, there's can be ones we could skip. I mean, there could be a band that one of you like that no one's heard of. I mean, we can do that. But for the most part, bands that, no non-signed bands, none of that, of course. Like we got to put some mainstream stuff in here, some mix some stuff people's heard of, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, but also some deeper stuff, of course, because there's
Okay.
deeper stuff I like from Major. But you get the but like off the bat, I need to find that list. But like we got to go through this Black Sabbath thing.
Yeah,
But
we
the
gotta
list,
talk
this
about
list show
this.
might be. Wow, this list show might be a multiple episode show because there's a lot of bands for the one song.
Yeah, so it's
That's what I'm
definitely.
saying. Yeah,
I would not be surprised because we did that, you and I, with Ark Noya and Keith as well. But let's get into this. It was announced earlier today. It was much rumored that there will be one final show featuring the original lineup of Black Sabbath: Ozzy, Geezer, Tony, and Bill. It was confirmed today. It was going to take place in some park in Birmingham, England, where the band hails from. It'll be on July 5th. And also on the bill, YR mentioned it. YR mentioned it. Let me get the notification here. It was announced on Blabbermouth. Let me go to it. Give me a couple seconds here. It's going to be a lot of acts up there. And I guess we understand they're going to be playing some mini sets, the other groups out there. Let me come up here. Blah, blah, blah.
yeah, so like so basically like
Found it.
what that means is on the ad mat or whatever, it does look like, oh, like cuz Paul 3 really let the news out today out of the
Hmm.
bag. He knew
Yes.
about this before everyone. Paul three's band would be on the be on their opening.
Well, yeah.
Now, but
Here it is right now,
he
folks.
so like the did the thing on it, and people were like talking about it all day and everything, but like the band, it looks like those bands are gonna do like their own sets. Nah, it's not their own sets. They're gonna do all Black Sabbath and Ozzy songs. You're gonna have Metallica
Mm,
doing Black
really?
Sabbath and Ozzy songs. You're gonna have probably, and they'd be stupid not to do this, but Wolfgang Van Halen and Sammy Hagar are both on there
Hmm.
advertised. So you would
I
be
Oh,
see.
stupid not to have
Yes.
both of those two do a song together on stage,
Yes.
which has never happened.
can
Okay.
I ask
You
what song would you like to hear Sammy sing as far as Black Sabbath or Ozzy? What if you had to pick a song? What would you like to hear Sammy sing?
Let's see. Good, very good question. Because I never would regard Sammy as a Black Sabbath type of guy. I would probably imagine probably doing the song Changes maybe from Volume 4.
Oh, yeah, that's a smart pick. I mean, you can go if you want to pick Ozzy solo, you can pick Ozzy solo as
Hmm.
well.
All right, there. So
But I
here
don't
it
think he
is.
would do. I don't. Well, let me just throw out there because Jake E. Lee is on there and Rudy
That's
Sarzo.
good.
So I mean, there's going to be some celebration of Ozzy's solo career. It seems like too.
Okay,
and
so
they will have Rudy Sarzo and all of them and Jakey Lee on there like with
KK Downing's
Ozzy on.
involved as well as drummer Mike Borden from Faith No More.
Now,
So
do we think that? Okay, go ahead, Brown. Let you finish, and then
okay,
I have a
so let
question.
me give you the rundown of who's performing. Ozzy does his solo act first, then it's Black Sabbath, and also on the bill is Metallica, Slayer, they're reuniting for this just as well, Pantera, Gorgia, if that's how it's pronounced. It's spelled Gogira.
I think that's a
They're,
newer band,
yeah, they're
It
newer
called
is,
metal
yes.
band.
Korea. They're called
Goria. Oh,
Yeah, there's a
Korea.
lot.
there you
There's a
go.
They're
lot like metal in Europe is like way huge, and it's like it's. I feel like it's the number one in
Yes.
Europe, and like metal, it's just way bigger following. They got new metal bands. They got like it's huge.
let me just throw out a really great Goria song. It's called oh shit. Oh, it just slipped my mind. But anyway, they're from France and they played the Olympics this year. That was the band that
Mm.
was outside that big
Uh,
cathedral with the fire. That
Uh-huh.
was
they just
that
won a
band.
Grammy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Alice in Chains is going to be there, as well as Hailstorm, Lamb of God, Anthrax. The group Mastodon's going to be there. Additional performances from the following: Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, David Draymond from Disturbed, Duff McKagan from GNR, Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm, Jakey Lee, Jonathan Davis of Korn, KK Downing, formerly of Judas Priest and now with his band KK's Priest, Mike Borden, the drummer from Faith No More, Papa V from the band Ghost, Rudy Sarzo, who played with Ozzy during his early solo career, Sammy Hagar, Wolfgang Van Halen, Sleep Token from the band Sleep Token, Tom Morello, the guitarist from Rage Against the Machine, and Slash, also from Guns N' Roses. And tickets are on sale now this coming February 14th at 10 a.m.
Valent- Valentine's Day tickets pre-sale on that UK Ticketmaster outlets.
And this takes place in Villa Park in Birmingham, England, where, of course,
Right where it
Sabbath
all
got their,
started.
yep, the birthplace of heavy metal, according to many people, including Brian May of Queen.
Now I looked on this, and since KK Downing, Judas Priest is gonna do a show with the Scorpions in Germany that same
Mm,
day, so that's why they're not on this. It's not like they're hating or they're whatever. Scheduling conflict for
mm,
Judas Priest, so that's why they're
uh,
throwing in the KK Downing. I mean, you got to have Priest and Seth.
yeah.
This is the biggest metal show like ever. Like this is so big. I honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is a heartbreak, but I don't. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is not gonna happen, and Ozzy won't be able to do a full set with Black Sabbath. There's no way.
Yeah, that's another thing I
A
want to
live
question.
set, live set. I mean, he's
Well,
Yeah,
gonna.
how is Ozzy gonna do this set if he's able to? Is he going to be
That's
sitting
why. Look,
down?
bro. That's
that's
why
why there's all
there's
these guests, bro. That's why the guests are here. That's why you got all
yes,
Billy
just in
Corgan and
case.
shit. not just in case, bro. This is gonna be a mapped out show where you're gonna have all these guest singers coming in, and okay. Let me just go back to my original
Nah, but you
thought.
real
I
quick, you
wanted
know what I'm saying though? It's like
no,
it's
I
that
know.
it's what you're saying, but it's like if Ozzy can't do it at that
It's not
time,
if, bro. It's not
it's
if they're
gonna
gonna
be
have this in
like they'll
place.
turn it into a tribute to Sabbath and have all those people.
No,
I think
it's
what
not
they're
You
going
gonna
to
get what I'm
be
be
doing
saying?
is,
turned into.
I think what they're going to be doing is how possibly have Ozzy sing some of the lyrics of each song and have a guest sing along with them. Like say,
That's what I'm thinking too.
yeah. So
Well, the Black Sabbath, well, they're advertising it and they're billing it as you're gonna hear a performance from the original Black Sabbath,
yes,
and
Yeah,
Ozzy's gonna do his solo career stuff, a small set it says of that,
that's what
but
I want to know. That's
it
what I
yes,
want
does
to know about.
say,
Is this
and
gonna
it's
be
advertising as Black Sabbath will be performing in its original performance, original
okay?
band though. So
So is this more of a celebration of Ozzy Osbourne and his career and everything he's done in this last show, or is this Black Sabbath's last show? It seems like it's kind of both to me.
It's Ozzy's last show.
It's
it's
Ozzy's
both.
last
To
show.
me, it's their both shows.
It's also billed as Ozzy Osbourne's last show, not Black Sabbath's last. It's Ozzy's last.
It's both each
Well,
one's last show whatsoever. Period.
So that's why I think that's why
no, because Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler can still perform.
they're
It's
old as
billed.
shit, bro.
It's now they still do stuff. This is Ozzy's last perform, like his
I
last
think
live
it's
thing ever,
Nah, bro. I think
ever.
it's the last Black Sabbath thing too. I don't think you're ever gonna
No,
see the name
wait, what
Black
is it
Sabbath
billed as,
ever
bro?
again.
Look up the advertisement,
I
guys.
got the
Let's go to their
It
advertisement
website.
right here.
but
It says here back to. It's just simply
Because it's
the
very
final
important.
show.
You can't just say, "Oh, well, Brown, you've been interrupting people all night. Can people talk, please? Please." I don't know if
Okay.
it's your microphone or your headphones are fucked up, but people, you just bulldoze over someone's sentence, bro. People aren't done talking. Real quick. This is important. Y'all can't just
All right. Go ahead, dude. My
If
bad.
Ozzy can't, obviously Dio's dead, so he'll never be in Sabbath because he's dead. We get that. For the people who don't know, Dio was used to be in Sabbath.
Yes,
Now there were other Sabbath Brown live.
there were other singers. They had Ian Gillan at one point, Tony Martin, Ray Gillan. They had
Still
Glenn
alive.
Hughes. They had a lot of singers. At one point, they had this one dude named David Donato, but he only let.
There you go. You're never obviously Bill Ward had Black Sabbath. Was it Bill Ward? They had this Tommy Fufello drummer. He drummed for Motley Crue, filled in for a little bit too.
Yes,
And I think so, right? That was him. That's who they
yes, that
brought
was
in.
him. Yeah, that was him.
Okay,
Correct.
so and this is so important. Like you got to realize, yeah, it's Ozzy. It's built as Ozzy's last before because Tony Iommi's still great.
Mhm.
He's good, and Bill Ward's still good. Yes, just never say never for a Black Sabbath. I'll be the proper thing is this, and I get what you guys are saying, but like I just feel like it's Ozzy's last deal. Just a way different deal.
That is
I
true.
mean, it might be a way for them to bury the Aussie Black Sabbath era, and then maybe
Yes.
get a younger singer and go out as Black. You never know. I mean, that could happen. Crazier things have happened, but I don't
But you know what
think it's
happened two
gonna.
years ago? You know what happened 2 years ago for the Power Trip Festival? They did the same fucking thing. They advertised Black Sabbath
Mhm.
and they canceled because Ozzy
Yeah,
came,
Well, this is pretty
eventually.
big, bro. This is pretty big. I guarantee that he's doing
You
everything
think
he
he's
can
better
to get
now?
out there.
yeah.
Not better. You don't get better from Parkinson's, bro.
But you
You're
think
you're
this is going to
fucked.
be a whole like lip sync deal, or you like Brown said, like Ozzy's going to sing the important parts, and then other people might fill in. I don't know.
I don't.
It advertises as a full black. Like people are going to be expecting Black Sabbath, those four doing a performance. Now, how long that performance is,
We do not know. We
Well,
only know.
like
I do think you're gonna have people like Lizzie Hale come out. You're gonna have people like Billy Corgan come out. Like Brown said, he's gonna Ozzy will sing like a verse or a chorus here and there, but they're gonna have people backing him up and helping him. It's not just gonna be the four guys out there. I don't think. Maybe at one point, maybe at the end,
It's
But I
gotta
think
be.
it's gonna be more of a celebration, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be people who enjoyed his career out there paying homage type of thing while he's there.
Kind of like the Freddie Mercury tribute show that Queen did back in '92 after Freddie's death. They had everybody from Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, Roger Daltrey from The Who, Robert Plant, everybody else, Axl Rose, Elton John, singing on behalf of Freddie Mercury's. They were basically played the old Queen songs, but with other people singing them. And the
Well, they're
question
not.
I want to know,
They're not billing this as a celebration or tribute to Black Sabbath or Ozzy. This is billed as one last show, the last show ever, Black Sabbath, straight up. And then all the other things, the Metallica, the Panteras, all of them, they're gonna do Sabbath songs. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the ad mat, if you look on, could someone pull up Black Sabbath's maybe website, their actual website? But I know all the music sites, it's advertised is Black Sabbath's last concert.
I know.
It's not advertised as a celebration of Ozzy or Black Sabbath. It's advertised as the last Black Sabbath concert ever.
Yeah, but
One
it's
last
gonna be
show.
Ozzy's last. It's gonna
Yeah.
be Ozzy's last concert, bro. So it's gonna, if
Yes.
even if it's not billed as it, it's gonna be turned into a celebration, bro. They're bringing people in like Rudy Sarzo. They're bringing Jakey Lee in, bro. This is gonna be an
This is
entire
huge.
celebration. Yes, this is
Now,
massive news.
This is wild.
let me ask this
Yeah,
one question. Since Jakey Lee and Rudy Sarzo are going to be there, I'm thinking maybe Ozzy will do some of his solo hits with those two guys since they were involved in his solo group years before. And I'm thinking, oh,
absolutely.
and plus, Mike Borden, who also drummed with Ozzy in the past, he also did some drumming when Sabbath reunited without Bill back in 1997 for one of the Ozfest tours.
They're
I,
beefing Dr. Brown.
hmm.
Or they beefed through the years, this whole Ozzy camp and Jakey Lee, because Jakey Lee wanted to. What did he want to have? Like writing credits or credits? Not
Yeah, he
writing
wanted
credits,
his
some type of credits.
royalties and
Writing
shit,
credits,
bro.
royalty money as well, yes. But of course, Sharon, being Sharon like she is, a greedy, what's her face there? I'm not going to say bitch or whatever, but sorry, but fortunately, she's a good manager, but she doesn't know how to take care nor respect people who worked with her husband in the past. Look at the screw jobs that Lee Kerslake and Bob Daisley got. They played on the two first Ozzy solo records.
Hell, Bob Daisley fucking wrote most of the shit for Ozzy, main
Yeah,
early
especially
on.
the lyrics,
Yeah, Bob
because Ozzy,
Daisley is a genius.
yeah, he had to write the most of the lyrics on those two records because Ozzy, if you didn't know, is dyslexic.
That's why Geezer probably wrote a lot of lyrics in
He
Sabbath,
did,
because
yes,
Ozzy wasn't up
exactly,
to it.
exactly.
How does he know how to read the lyrics to sing though?
I guess
He probably just remembers them.
yeah, I guess so, yes. And
Nah,
You
just
but he
have
like,
to
has to
read
read the.
lyrics,
He
bro.
has to learn the song.
No,
You got to read the lyrics to sing it, right?
no, not really. No, it's not how it works
What do
as
you
a musician.
mean?
You just kind of, some people have that ability to remember lyrics and shit. Ozzy probably has that. Like, that's just what he can't read or write or whatever. He's dyslexic, so can't read properly, but he can remember and he can do the job
I'm
as a
gonna.
singer.
I'll be. When is 4 through 14? What's today?
today
What day?
is the 5th.
Oh, so it's gonna be like week and a half or so. So I'm gonna.
Most
I don't know if you can look at prices on like new because it's like UK Ticketmaster. It's not just Ticketmaster. It's a UK. It's a weird UK version. Me might not get in America. So I'm gonna see how much tickets are for this thing.
Dude, tickets
You
are
know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
like a fucking grand for Peanut Heaven, bro.
Yo, well the arena is
mhm.
only a 40,000 capacity arena.
Oh shit.
Mm.
People were saying, maybe someone needs to confirm, but people were saying it's only a 40,000.
That's surprising. Because they could easily fill 100,000 in a stadium. Like
Well, they can
easily.
do. Well, they might want to. The stadiums aren't like the best for sound at all. Like
No, they're
really,
Yes,
not.
that's the worst place to go see a concert is like a football stadium. Like
especially when you're in the
most of the
upper
time,
balcony.
most of the time now, like what Metallica did, like putting the speakers 360 around, like that's the ticket. Like the speakers got to be facing your seats if you're in the seats and stands. Like the speak because it all gets so muddy. And even at that Green Day show, like there was certain spots there. I mean, it was just mud. It's just not a good sound. So like they might, what I'm saying,
Mhm.
40,000, big ass pit, of course.
Mhm.
But I'm not confirmed on that. I just a couple people were saying it's a smaller type soccer stadium over there compared to others because that was an issue.
All
Like,
right,
why
bro.
can't they go to this huge big ass stadium? But did you,
She's
Brandon? Did
Sharon
you ever
said
see
this is his
Ozzy?
final show, bro.
The
Yeah,
only
that's what
time
I'm
I
saying.
I did see me and an old coworker at the restaurant I worked in back in Richmond, Michigan. We did check out the Ozfest from 2007 when it was free admission. Lamb of God was there, Static X was there, the band Lordy was there, which is Lord with the Lordy, singing songs like "Bringing Back the Balls to Rock" and all that stuff. You know, I was there for that performance. That's for sure. There and next Friday is Valentine's Day. That's when the tickets go on sale through Ticketmaster. I check the calendar right now. So we ain't got much to wait for. Well, actually, anyone who's going to be thinking about going to this show, they don't have that much to wait. But I'm thinking, how much is it going to be? Because it's going to be expensive as fuck. And earlier before the show started,
Oh, we gotta watch the language, Brown, on the show tonight, please.
but also let's not forget, it's going to cost a lot more than probably the tickets itself because the airline trip, the hotel reservations,
Yes.
everything else, the whole 25 yards.
You're looking
It's
at like 3 to 5 grand, bro, minimum. Probably
Paul
5 grand
exactly,
three,
minimum.
Paul three. Nah, come on, guys. No one's gonna. They're gonna have a couple $100 seats. Even
No,
this
they're
whole,
not.
even the biggest fucking concert of the decade 2 years ago, this big Metallica 2 nights deal. It was, you can get in for $60, hundred
mhm,
It's
bucks.
not gonna happen, bro. This is gonna be fucking crazy. The tickets are gonna be
People don't
out
pay
the
a couple.
ass.
Like, we'll see.
No, no, I really don't think. And I'm just reading a little bit here too.
$300.
Sharon was commenting and saying that they're gonna be doing Sabbath songs, they're gonna be doing Ozzy songs, and they're gonna mix it all together. So you're gonna have a super group with Billy Corgan, Slash, Fred Durst, Wolfgang Van Halen, Tom Morello. So
mhm.
it's going to be a hell of a show, guys. She has commented this is Ozzy's last show ever. So it's
Yes,
more of a celebration of Ozzy kind of in general with a little added Black Sabbath reunion.
yeah.
That's what I'm
And by the
taking it
way, for the
as.
record, I did check out some photos of Ozzy, how he looks currently today. Far cry from what he was back in the day.
Yeah, way like compared to like even 20 years ago, big difference,
Yes,
guys. Like when
absolutely
he was
there.
on the Osbournes and on
Yep.
TV, like
Hmm.
it's a way he looks like an old grandpa man now.
Yeah,
He is.
Crazy.
with the big ass belly.
Wow. See the gut?
Yep, absolutely there. Now the thing is, is he going to, for the past few tours he did as solo and with Sabbath, we noticed that he just stood in one spot for most of the performances, holding on to his microphone stand while singing, not moving that much. And you remember at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, he was sitting down while he was trying to speak his words, his appreciation, which, by the way, Lee Kerslake and Bob Daisley were once again left out in that appreciation speech.
Yeah, they will never get recognition. I think that those days of wanting, uh, Bob Daisley to get recognition, that's definitely over.
I know
So no,
exactly. And the sad part is, well, at least Lee Kerslake got a couple two platinum records from Ozzy for his contribution, one for each of the two albums that he played on. And this was before Kerslake's passing a couple years ago. He died from cancer.
yeah, and then Ozzy actually said, "I'm not going to get up there and do a half-hearted Ozzy looking for sympathy. What's the effing point in that? I'm not going to be up there in an effing wheelchair."
That's true. So most likely he'll probably be sitting in this throne that he was on
Can
at
you
the Rock
get?
and Roll induction.
Well, he has Parkinson's or
Yes.
Alzheimer's or both.
Parkinson's, bro.
Parkinson's, yes.
Okay, so part with Parkinson, is that the same thing that Glenn Tipton has?
Yes.
Right.
As well as
Okay,
actor Michael J. Fox.
so like, is there any Paul three? You might know that you just get worse with that, right? There's no getting better. Like
Well,
you get worse.
There's medication you can take to manage it, and I believe that I think some people might have it worse than others. And I don't know at this point now what the top of the line Parkinson's treatment is, but there might be stuff out there that can slow the disease, the progression of the disease. So Ozzy found out in 2020.
Hmm.
So maybe the science was out there enough for it to kind of like slow it down to the point of, where Ozzy's not going to be like Michael J. Fox. If you've ever seen him nowadays, he's really, really bad
I
shape.
saw
I
that
don't
as
think
well,
Ozzy,
man.
I don't, yeah, I don't think Ozzy will live long enough to get in that kind of shape. So hopefully, God willing, that he'll live a comfortable life, at the rest of his days, and has medication to kind of mitigate a
You
lot
get
of the
that
effects of
from you
that.
get Parkinson's from like doing a lot of like alcohol and drugs, right?
I'm
Well, you
not
probably
too
get it.
sure.
Okay,
It's like central
genetic,
nervous system type thing, or
Yeah, well, I mean, how? What do you? How do you get Parkinson's
You
disease?
know,
I
it's
think I'm gonna guess a lot of
kind of
genetic.
reminds me of Muhammad Ali because he had it as well. I remember him
mm,
footage of him lighting the Olympic torch, and his other hand was like shaking like crazy. And some speculators because of all the blows he took during his boxing career that spawned it.
Yeah, I'm reading that certain gene mutations have been linked to it, and it also exposures to certain chemicals like pesticides, herbicides, and how ironic is this? Heavy metals may increase the risk of Parkinson's
Oh, geez.
disease.
Oh,
Ozzy had too much heavy metal, and that's why he has Parkinson's.
I figure it must have.
it's really it's kind of like cancer. It's just like kind of random, huh?
Kind of, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. It's just you got to stay away from all that shit. It says a low vitamin D count may also be to blame for it. So be sure to take
What?
take your vitamin D out there, ladies and gentlemen. I take
Mm,
mine.
all right, there. Good
Brown, do you
suggestion.
take a
I'm
multi?
gonna.
Dr. Brown, do you take a multivitamin or no
Yes, I
daily?
do each and every morning when I get up.
Good.
You
Hmm.
have to.
I do the gummies. I do the
Absolutely.
gummies, guys.
Uh,
Yes.
Um,
well, I'm thinking maybe part of the reason Ozzy's is getting bad is because of all the drug use and alcohol abuse that
yes,
he
that's
did
got to
back in the
be a
day.
thing, guys.
Whereas Glenn
And it,
Tipton, I don't think it was that much because he was able to stop years before. So which is explains why he's still able to play guitar, but he doesn't move around as much.
all that shit back, all that when all them Beatles, all them dropping acid, that shit screws your brain up in time, bro. You
Hmm.
get slow, right, Paul three.
Nah, it's not that. No, not like that. I wouldn't say
You
that
get like
stuff.
permafried or whatever.
I'd say it's more of the alcohol, it's more of the cocaine, it's more of the crack,
Yeah.
it's more shit like that. The pills. I'd say that those type of things would probably screw you up way more
Exactly.
than the psychedelic stuff.
And if it's to
Well,
say
Sabbath
that,
were doing, when they were doing a lot of psychedelics,
oh, they were doing a
acid.
lot of drugs like crazy. They were like kids at the candy store,
I
no
mean,
doubt
all of
about
it,
it.
yeah. Probably everything,
Exactly.
honestly.
I mean, like,
And
go ahead. In
did
fact,
you ever hear? Did you ever hear the cover? Or yeah, the cover that Pantera does, and they're going to be on this bill. They play one of Sabbath's trippiest songs. If we're going to talk about
Planet
trippy, fucking
Caravan, yes.
Atlantic
Mm.
Caravan, yes
Yep.
sir. They do a great cover of that.
I
I would
remember
love to.
it. I remember it absolutely. I remember hearing it on the radio. I remember seeing the music video for it. Top-notch cover that they have done, most definitely.
I would love to hear that one live at this show.
Hmm. Let's going back to the drugs that Sabbath were doing. I remember reading that some of the drugs that they used to do would help participate in the creative process of their music. They would get stoned out of their minds, spent all day jamming, Then they had their recorder on, recording everything. Then they would pick out all the pieces from what they recorded and puzzle it all together.
It's true. That's how
Yeah,
it works a lot of the times, bro. I'm telling you now.
that was back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how still a lot of like rock musicians still do things. That's pretty much it right there,
Mhm.
Brown. They get they get their head right and then they jam and then they take ideas from that and songs come about. But yeah, that's just how it works, really, a lot of the times for bands like that.
Yes, exactly. Probably Aerosmith. Remember, this is in the 70s when drugs were the main thing to do, main thing to get involved with other people. If we want to be involved with our group, you gotta smoke this, snort this, drink this. That was how it worked.
Yeah. Or
Definitely.
I don't think Ozzy's going to be able to do anything. So this might be a whole waste, honestly.
Yeah.
But guys, we have to get into this one song for each band because I really want to know your guys' picks, honestly, more than getting mine out.
Well,
Honestly, like I'm really curious to see.
before we start, let me add one more thing to what you mentioned. It is a celebration of Black Sabbath, no doubt about that. Ozzy and Sabbath, their careers, and how much they influence everybody in the heavy metal genre. But they're billing it as their final show because this way they could get more ticket sales. People would think, oh, Black Sabbath, they're back. Yay, let's get our tickets at the
No, it
hotel
is,
rooms.
bro. You're gonna get a performance Black Sabbath. That's lying, bro. They're not gonna do that.
Hmm.
That's not how it works. No, no, no. I go to enough shows. They don't. They tell you straight up what's advertised, what's advertised. For the most of the part, like you know what I'm saying. They're not gonna put you
Yeah,
a bait and switch. Like that's a major bait. They're not gonna do that.
that's false advertising.
Yeah,
You're at least get. I mean, we'll see, but they're advertising it. They're making it seem like you're going to get like a full hour performance from Black Sabbath, the
yeah.
original. They're listing all of their names.
Yeah, they're doing
They're
that.
listing Bill Ward. They're listing all of the band's member names too from Black Sabbath too.
Guys,
So of the
can we
original.
start talking songs here? Can we talk songs a
Yes.
little bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's get to
Okay.
the main thing, other
No,
main
no,
topic.
no, no, not that
Well,
fucking, not the main topic. I'm talking about Sabbath. I still want to talk
okay,
about this show here. What
okay.
for? Okay, how many songs, first of all, do you think the original Sabbath are going to do? How many songs?
Well, it depends on
Uh,
how long their set's going to be.
Well, how long do you think it's gonna be? Is my question. I really want, like, what do you guys think? How long do you think it's gonna be? How many songs and what songs do you think
listen,
they're gonna play? I need to know.
you're gonna get like a 45-minute hour set, but
What?
you're gonna get Paranoid, Iron Man. You're gonna get a deep track. You're gonna get
War
like
Pigs.
4 or 5 songs probably.
You
Is what
think
I'm
we're getting
predicting.
Children of the Grave? You think we're getting Children of the Grave?
Always, always.
Okay,
It-
Children of the Grave.
Now, but they're gonna go deep. They're gonna go like first album or something too. They're gonna throw out Brown. They're gonna do what do you think, Brown? They're gonna obviously
NIB.
they're they're gonna do Black Sabbath because
I was gonna say that.
Yep.
they're gonna
Yes,
have
the
to do
song
that.
Black Sabbath, bro. Yeah.
Man.
Fuck,
Because look,
dude.
that's a lot of instrumental, and it's not a lot of. I mean, there's some singing, but you know what I mean, like that big
Yeah.
intro, and
Absolutely.
they're gonna have to do that.
Let's not forget they're also going to do a Paranoid Iron Man War Pigs. You can't have a Sabbath show without
Yeah,
any of
that's what I'm
those.
saying, bro. You're gonna get Black Sabbath, then um, you're gonna get something, and then you're gonna get Paranoid, Iron Man, War Pig. Well, I don't know. They might leave Iron Man for like a big sing along at the end for like everyone. Come on, you know
Maybe.
what I'm saying? Like everyone does like a
That's true
big.
there.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
So
what's
like,
that gonna be? What's their last song gonna be? Is it
it's
really
gonna
gonna
be
be
Iron Man.
Paranoid? Iron Man?
Yeah,
Really?
it might. Well,
I think it's going to be
or
Paranoid because you always
Yeah.
close that show with that one. That was the
what about
usually.
Crazy Train? Crazy Train
That's
is a
Ozzy,
big,
bro. That's
Yeah.
but
Ozzy.
still,
Now here's something I
Crazy
got to
Train's
throw in. I would like to see Tony Iommi do Randy Rhodes solo to that one if they decide to do that. That'll be a
No,
trip and
it's
a
gonna
half.
no. No, see, no, the original Sabbath lineup, they're not going to touch any of the Ozzy solo material. I
I
Right.
truly don't
see.
believe that. It's going to be the band, like Rudy Sarzo. It's going to be, Jakey Lee. They're probably going to do a tribute to Randy Rhoads there, maybe a little bit. I can see that happening. But yeah, it's the original Sabbath lineup. They're not going to play any Ozzy
Hmm.
solo music at all. None. I'd be very surprised. But yeah, I want to hear like fairies wear boots and shit like that. Electric Funeral. Are we gonna hear Electric Funeral? Like,
Mm. For
I
that
just
one,
don't want to.
Brown?
I just don't want to. Yeah, Electric Funeral is one of their best songs, bro.
Yeah,
My dad,
absolutely, absolutely, man.
my dad tells me all the time when he dies, if we have a viewing and stuff, he wants me to play Electric Funeral on
Oh,
his.
dude.
So I give you a kind of idea who my dad is.
Yep, absolutely.
Um, man, I really wish I mean, this is the end, bro. Like, this is like, bro, the next 10 years after this decade, there won't be no Metallicas to go see. There won't be no. Because, bro, honestly, like this M72 Metallica thing could be there. Like, there's a bunch of bands, bro, that go out without doing the farewell, like Rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
This is
could.
like, bro, the next 10 years is critical for live music for all these bands we love. Because, like, after this decade, they're all going to be 80, 90, or dead. Because a lot of them are
Yeah.
in their 70s now. Like, bro, you really got to think, like, now's the time. Like, seriously, y'all got to save your money so we can go to this shit for real somehow.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen, bro. It's too much money. But like Sammy, I'm thinking of all the performers on this lineup too. Like Sammy Hagar, I want to hear him sing, "Flying High" again. I want to hear him sing a Aussie solo
Dude,
tune.
that would be a perfect fucking
Right.
dude.
That'll
That
be
would be
interesting.
great.
So like that's what I'm starting to think now is all these different lineups and who's gonna sing what. Like I'm getting psyched just thinking about it. Like I'm not so pumped for Billy Corgan. Like I'm not a really huge Smashing Pumpkins guy, and
Ah,
like I
come
don't
on, bro. They're the best band from the '90s.
what.
Billy Corgan played all of the instruments on those first studio albums.
I,
The first two studio albums. Yeah, Billy Corgan's a fucking genius, fucking like Elon Musk, Dr. Brown type, bro. For real.
Alice in Chains might be the best band of the
They
'90s. I'm
are,
just
they are
saying.
Yeah,
too,
they're
but
gonna be.
bro,
They
like,
are good.
Yeah, Alice in Chains is really good, but yeah, no.
really?
Well,
Well, you got to give them credit. They came up with some dark themes for their music just as well. In fact,
Nah,
Ozzy
but
even said,
Pumpkins live now is like listen to the record, bro. You got to give them respect on the live
well,
performances.
you got
yeah.
the
Alice in
original
Chains.
singer.
Well,
You
let
got
me.
the original singer, bro. You got Billy Corgan out there, so I mean, that's you're already more legit. Alice
See,
in Chains. They lost Lane Staley. After they lost Lane Staley, I mean, they're just a tribute act at this point, in my
Yeah.
so
opinion.
you got to give Pumpkins a little bit more respect. I don't like it. I don't like how came out
Well,
like that
let
at
me
all.
say this. Let me say
Don't
this,
be.
and this is in the defense of Alice in Chains. Alice, like I said before, they came up with some interesting dark themes. I
Yeah, like
mean,
Lay Staley's the best singer from the '90s for sure. I would
yeah. In
definitely
fact,
best
here's
front man,
something
best
else.
singer. Yes.
Ozzy even cited Alice in Chains as the '90s equivalent to Black Sabbath. When you think about it,
Wow.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far because
well,
Nirvana
that's what Ozzy
is
said.
everyone's. Nirvana is the Black Sabbath of the '90s. Come on, they
Yeah,
changed the whole deal. Nirvana, whether you liked it or not, people like the whole '80s bands, everything. They all died right when Nirvana came out. When that with the
Yeah, yeah,
songs,
yeah.
the
That
yeah.
yeah,
song
yeah. That genre
smells like
got
Teen
pushed
Spirit.
way to the side.
Brown, didn't you
So
get pushed to the side when Nirvana came out? Like the whole goth scene and all that too,
Well, I
or
was
was
in.
it?
Well, let's not forget. I was also in the Priest, Sabbath. I was a big fan of the Headless Cross album that Sabbath had out at that time. I mean, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
I had the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son on cassette from '88. It's just, I mean, the whole scene. Well, basically, the goth rock scene, kept to itself. They still strived. It was
REM's gonna be
underground.
there.
REM's
Oh,
gonna
Sean,
be.
shout out to Sean's view in the chat. He wanted to know if we like REM, and I said, yeah, I like it in the chat. But yeah,
They
just
only got
shout
like
out to
one good
REM too.
song.
Hmm.
No, REM's great, bro. I love REM. Are you kidding me? They got more than one good song. Oh my god, check out their greatest hits. album they had in the early 2000s. I think it's called Man on the Moon, actually.
Mm,
That's their song.
mhm.
But yeah, what a great their song about Andy Kaufman, but what a great band.
No, they're good.
But
They're REM's
I'm
good. They're
I'm just looking
popular.
over this fire again, and I just want to go through a couple of these names and think, ask what you guys think that they're gonna
Well,
sing
what
in
about
this
listen to
one.
this though? KK
What do you
Downey.
think?
Like, what the fuck riffs he's gonna do?
He's just
Mm,
gonna play guitar with one of these super groups, but like, what is Billy Corgan gonna sing? What Black Sabbath, what Ozzy song is Billy Corgan gonna sing?
What about Tomorrow's Dream from Volume 4?
No,
Mm,
he's gonna sing. Guys, they're not. They're gonna
no,
do like a couple of deep tracks, but they're not gonna go like that. I don't know. It's
like
a whole nother deal over there. Like they know all of that shit, Brown. Right? They know all the tracks in Europe and shit in England. Like they know all.
Yes.
It's a whole. It's like how we know all the ACDC stuff up and down or
Mm.
whatever. Like just simple
AC/DC's not
American.
American, bro.
No, I'm just saying the track listing.
AC/DC's
Like
like
however.
fucking Australian or whatever the
No,
fuck.
I'm saying how people know the track listing of bands up and down. Like most people know all ACDC songs, right?
Yes. South America, Spain, you name it.
Like
I
everywhere.
know more
No, you know what
Black
I'm saying?
Sabbath than AC/DC by far. Like I know way more Black Sabbath deep cuts than AC/DC. I don't really
Same
fuck
Well,
with
no,
here,
not
man.
deep
AC/DC
cuts.
that
Just
much.
not deep cuts. Just listening. Let's go into this song. You all ready? Or you?
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, what do you think Fred Durst is gonna sing? Like, what?
He's
Oh
gonna
my
do.
god. Oh my
He's on this
gosh.
shit, bro.
I
He's
know.
on
And
this.
the question I want to know is why?
Hey, you think Sammy Hagar would do "Mama, I'm Coming Home"?
He
Maybe.
could.
Well, maybe he could better than Jelly Roll.
They're definitely gonna do that song though because they did it on that one, the award, the one show, right?
The
That
rock
Jelly
roll,
did
the
because that's
Dutch.
a song. Everyone like people know that song, so like they're definitely gonna do that song. But like I could definitely see Sammy Hagar doing like if a more sentimental song type deal. Because
Really? I want to
Eddie,
hear him go the
especially
rock version, rock
listen,
rap.
especially if he's on stage with Wolfgang Van Halen, he'll do "Mama, I'm Coming
Mm,
Home" like a little sentimental tap to
Hmm.
Eddie
mm.
type deal in a way. Like that would make a lot of sense, dude. That would
Yeah,
be
but
nice.
can we get like a picture of Lemmy on the screen when they play that? Because
Yes.
he wrote that song, bro. How amazing
Who
would
wrote
that
that
be,
song?
dude? Ah,
Oh, by the way, you
yeah.
should also check
Wow.
out the new video for the song Hellraiser done by Lemmy and Ozzy. It's an
Ooh,
animated
love that
video,
version.
and yes, definitely. It's a 30th
That is
anniversary
a good song.
edition. It is, definitely.
That song
Lemmy.
came out back in the day, or like they put it together
Well,
with
it came
AI
well,
now.
well, it came out
No,
on
it
two
came out.
records. Came out in first it came out on Ozzy's album No More Tears, and it also came out on the Motorhead album March or Die the following year. And I guess the Motorhead Ozzy version was on the Motorhead release. In fact, they also wrote another song that they did for the Motorhead album, which is kind of a ballad called "I Ain't No Nice Guy." They share
Bro,
vocals on that one.
one of my all-time favorite songs, YR, if you haven't heard that one.
I
Ain't
have
no
heard
nice
it.
guy. Wow. Oh, damn, damn, damn.
Is it?
Nice call, Earl. Yeah. I ain't no nice guy. I ain't
Yep,
no nice guy after all, bro. Oh,
yep.
you got to check that song out.
You got
Lemmy and
those
Ozzy,
definitely.
what a duo, bro. Ah,
And let's not
gold.
forget, Motorhead opened up for Ozzy's first solo tour back in around 1981.
That's true. That is true, bro. This
Hmm.
is gonna be a hell of a show, and I freaking can't wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but I'm overcome with emotion. I haven't been this way about a show that I'm not gonna go to in a long time. This is
Paul
actually gonna
three
be amazing, bro.
guys.
For
Yes.
real.
Guys, Paul three. Can y'all look up when Black Sabbath was billed for Power Trip and they pulled out? What makes y'all think they're not going to pull out, bro?
Nah, it's just too big. There's too many names. This
What
is this is
happens
gonna
from a
happen.
year from Parkinson's disease? You don't get better, bro. So it's Dr.
You don't
Brown. You got to
know.
feel what I'm saying, dude.
Well, I
You got to
understand where
know
you're
what I'm
coming
saying.
from there, but I don't think they could really.
Ozzy canceled his whole European leg of the No More Tours tour. He canceled a lot off that, bro,
Yeah,
within the
it's true.
past 4 or 5 years or whatever.
Well, here's
That
well,
was 2023, bro. They canceled.
yeah.
Last year, asshole.
Mhm.
No, that's 2 years. It'll be two
Well,
years.
not
It's
because
2025, buddy.
No, it just turned 20.
Uh,
Nah, if looking at that, yes, but it just turned 24/5. It's not a full 3 years. You can't say that.
2 years. It'll be a full 2 years when the actual festival or
See,
whatever the show
guys, I'm
happens.
really
So
not putting. I'm not doing. I'm until I see it, and they better do a live stream. They better do because it's all for charity. This will be going to the
yeah,
Parkinson's Foundation. This is for charity, so they should
it's
do
better
live
be on
streams just like
YouTube.
yeah, just
It's
like the
better
Live
be.
Aid thing, bro, or just like the Fire Aid. How you could donate during the stream. Like they should hit
Would
that.
you pay $5 to watch it? I would pay five
I'd
dollars to
I'd
donate.
I'd pay. I'd throw $20 to. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
$20. Yeah, I would too. I would too. This is gonna be monumental. This is the biggest rock show that I have seen announced in probably shit, maybe I don't even
Now,
know
yes, like
since
at
I've been
first,
around.
at first when I saw it and looked at it, I thought it was like Black Sabbath and then like all those other bands will be doing their sets of their stuff. Nah, like it got explained from Sharon and others today that those bands will be making mini bands. So like you might have Metallica on there with a Billy Corgan added or a Slash added to that, or you might have a Sammy and Wolfgang. Like that's what Sharon said. There's going to be like these little mini bands as well, like these fantasy little mini band, fantasy style. Like
Yeah, I saw that too.
you might have a KK Downing up there with a Billy Corgan, type. I don't know. It just might be. It's gonna be
Imagine KK
something that
Downing with Slayer, bro. Holy
gonna be really
shit.
good.
Can you
It's gonna be
imagine that?
really good,
Oh,
man.
bro. No, this is as far as reunions goes, and Sabbath is reuniting technically on this show, even though it's more of an Aussie celebration, in my opinion. I think this is the biggest reunion since Pink Floyd reunited in like 2006 or whatever the fuck that was. This,
2005
If
at
if
Live
if Black
Aid.
Sabbath does a
yeah,
full yes, if Black Sabbath ends up doing like an hour deal or like a nice long set or a set of nice 5 or 6 songs, something. 30 minutes would be counted as for me. Like do 5 or 6 songs, 30 minutes, 45 minutes would be pushing it. But you gotta think these guys are 1,000 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna do like a 2 hour set, bro. You know what I mean? Like the average concert set of any band nowadays is like an hour 15, hour 20, hour 30. Just depends. You know what I'm saying? The older Priest still did like an hour 45 or something, like hour 30 was still a nice 18 song set. You know what I mean? That's really what like a lot of these shows are, 15 songs. Bands like Tool is like 6 songs. You know what I mean? Like,
Tool's not on this, which is kind of surprising. You think a band like Tool and their stature and
well, look up
might
there
be on
when they're
this.
touring and blah blah blah, because it's like the Judas Priest thing. It's the scheduling conflict. They'll be in Germany that day touring with the Scorpions. So like that's
Oh shit.
yeah. There's no beefs. There's no Judas Priest did a lot with Ozzy recently. Like they were supposed to do part of the European tour of his solo tour. Obviously
Now
back in the day,
this
blah blah blah. But
this is the 4th of July weekend, so in America, there won't be too many Americans, hanging out inside. There'll probably be a lot of people outside doing things and shit. So I don't know.
yeah, they
Personally,
don't celebrate that in over there. You
I
know what
might
I'm
be
saying?
playing a gig. I honestly might not even be able to watch this live because I might be playing a gig. But what time will it be since it's in England? Well, it'll probably be at like 1 a.m. our time or something stupid.
Oh, that's true. Dr. Brown, are you okay? Are you
Yeah,
going to
everything
this,
is.
Brown?
There we go. I would love to check it out, but like I said, you gotta do a lot of spending of
Guys,
the
if tickets
dollar.
are like if they do it to where tickets are like $100 to get in or something, and if I buy each of us ticket, if I buy 3 tickets, if I buy the tickets,
Hmm.
could y'all take care of the rest?
Well, it all depends how much the rest
I
would
would fly in.
cost.
I would fly into.
I'll look it
Well,
up.
we can all like either meet up at in Florida somewhere. Like that could be the launch point.
Hmm.
You know, Paul 3, or just meet up at Paul 3, some
I'm
area.
not flying down to Florida and then to England. That would be
That'd be cool,
backtracking
right?
for
Because I
me.
still want to hit fly. Like Florida's still a good destination spot pre-launch. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Your little,
So if it's
gotta get
8
some.
p.m. if it's 8 p.m. in Birmingham, England, then it would be 3 p.m. in Florida.
Hmm. I see there.
This is serious, guys.
All right there.
I mean, one of us could win, like, like Dr. Brown. You could break your leg at work and sue him and get $1 million tomorrow. Like, you
Oh
never know what's gonna happen.
gosh. Oh gosh. I can never do that.
I could, I could win the lottery, or
Dude,
Paul 3 could
this
Paul 3
plane
get a
trip,
record deal next week,
this
and
this
Mhm.
plane trip for me would cost looks like upwards of $700 to
Jesus,
fly.
is it
Wow,
on one
dude.
way or is it full?
No, there's connecting flights into like I think Canada and shit or something.
Wow. I see.
Canada, Canada, what?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
a mess! Fuck that! What the hell? Gotta
That's
fly to
how
Canada and then
usually these
fucking
airliners
Jesus.
plan things, I guess.
Dude, it's a 14-hour, 15-hour flight, 2 stops
Mm.
along the way. 15
You,
hours. Holy
you
shit.
can't just draw. You can't just. What about boats? Is there such a thing? Like like maybe not a cruise, but is it? There's not such a thing.
Let's just
There's
build a
really not.
boat. Would Brown be the captain?
They should do that.
That'd be the
I
first
don't know
mate.
how long that would take, but
I guess.
A boat.
I
That's some
You know,
know.
it'd
funny
be
shit.
cool if we were to get on the one of them Monsters of Rock cruise all the way there. That'd be a well more blessing that as well.
Well, guys, we're getting way off. I really want to
Yeah,
know
well, I
you
was gonna
guys. I
say.
really,
That would take
bro,
no, that would take dude, the boat would take like 4 days to get there. For real. Like that would take
that'd be
5
worth it.
days.
That'd be
Nah,
worth
you
it to
could
you.
you could be there in like 15, 14 hours or whatever on a plane.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
just have
Yeah,
your
600.
MP3 with you to listen to stuff along the way there.
Yeah, but bro, birds hit the plane or something while you're over water, you're done, dude. There's
You're done,
no.
yeah. You're definitely fully
Yeah,
done. You're not living. You're not. There's no survivors in a plane crash.
I
Very
know. That
The
rarely.
was sad.
scariest thing, Dr. Brown, is doing a plane over water.
Mm.
It
Oh
really
my
is,
god.
man.
Yeah, flying. Nationally is one thing, but when you start going international, like that's scary shit right there, bro. You're literally just being propelled in a tin can across the sky, like Bowie said.
All right, there.
Yeah,
So,
we could take let's take this flight, Brown and YR. We could go if we leave at 2:40 p.m. We'll get there at 10 a.m.
hmm
So we can, dude, let's do it.
okay, there. Sounds interesting. All right, shall we get to the other topic on this? Our favorite song, that one song that we love from each and every artist that's out there.
Yeah, let's start from AC/DC to ZZ Top
All right, there. We
and
could do
everything
that.
between.
Okay.
So,
Dude, we
obviously
can
there's.
if we leave in America, then you connect in Germany. I mean, this is wild shit, guys.
Hell
You
of a
ain't looking
mess.
for real. Like you wanted to go. I mean, this is what it takes if you actually want to go. This is
Oh
Really?
legit what you have.
gosh.
This is what you have to do, bro. And there's one where you can connect into Amsterdam. There's one where you can connect into Dublin, Ireland. If then you could like chill there for a little bit, go check out the scenes, and then go fly over to England, and then go back home.
There's no straight flights from the USA to United Kingdom.
I don't think so. No, not what I'm seeing. I think that takes way too fucking long.
Nah, you're on some. What airline is it you're on?
I'm on Google. There's like all the airlines and stuff are showing all the prices. It's like just under $700 to do this.
Wow.
Wait, let me fly out of Houston. Might even be more money because I think you're farther away than Pittsburgh. No, Houston is like the same thing, bro. It takes 15 hours. Oh fuck, there's an 11-hour flight out of Houston, bro. You can get there in
What?
11 hours.
That's what I'm
Wow.
saying. You don't have to do all that Germany bullshit.
Wait a minute, are there any stops? I don't even think there's any stops, bro. I think this is this
We're in
is crazy.
Florida.
Yeah, we're at in Florida. Orlando, you
Mi-
near Orlando?
No,
Mi-
I'm by Tampa.
Miami. Miami,
Tampa.
brother.
No, Tampa. Tampa.
Tampa, Florida.
hmm
13 hours is the minimum. Looks like YR has the best flight, and it's the same price. It's $650.
Mm. Interesting.
Let's start saving up, guys. We got 5 months.
All right. All right. So,
Brown, what's your favorite ACDC song? Seriously. Can
oh,
someone
there.
jot? Can someone jot down ACDC so we know
Well,
that we
my
did that already?
my favorite to have to be for those about to rock. We salute you because of the
Really?
yes, because
Really?
yeah, because of the
Damn.
production, because of the the way it was performed, everything. The cannonballs towards the end.
I think mine would be If You Want Blood, You Got It. It's
Mm,
like,
Really?
good
yeah, it's
song.
pretty much.
Well,
Definitely
hold
good
It's
on.
probably
song.
Well, hold on. Well, how about this? Because this one we can do this with this band because it's special. But give me your favorite Bond song and your favorite Brian Johnson song.
Well, the one I just mentioned would be my favorite from Brian Johnson, and my favorite from Bon Scott would have to be let's see, it would
Started
have
in what? Set 1973,
um
1975.
mine would have to
First.
be Sin City.
Really?
Yes,
wow.
Holy shit! All
it's
right,
from an
so
it's from an album called Power Ridge from 77,
we're
78, I
going
remember.
we're going way back. So I'm gonna throw in, and I really was listening to this when I was like 10 or whatever. High Voltage, Bon Scott,
The album,
first album, and then
great album.
no, the song.
Oh, the album just as good.
You never heard of the song?
I heard the song, yes.
It's good, right?
Yes, it is good. The whole album
All right, and
altogether is
then
damn good.
Brian Johnson, I'm gonna put in there. But one song out from Brian Johnson era at ACDC you can listen to the rest of your life. Who Made Who?
Mm, another
What do you
good
think
one.
about that?
Another good one.
It's on the weaker side of their catalog, but it's still a unique song. But it's great. I really like that one because honestly, everything else, Back in Black, blah blah blah, Thunderstruck, you hear a million bazillion
Overdone.
times. Yeah, way overdone.
Yeah,
So
that's why I picked the ones I picked.
what about? Okay, so do y'all want to have any band like Aerosmith or like Paul Three? What do you think?
Mm.
You have any?
Maybe we can go a little farther back. How about the Doors? Do you guys like the Doors? Do you have
Ooh,
any
I
yeah.
like some
Doors
stuff from the
songs?
Doors, most definitely, yes.
Like Not to Touch the Earth is a good one. Five to
Well, I wanted
One.
to do real quick. I wanted didn't y'all want to do numerical order, alphabetical order, or no? It's gonna be too hard.
And not
No,
really.
All right,
If
no,
you
just throw
two
them out.
cats want to, then definitely we'll do that, most
no.
definitely.
If it's gonna be too kind of hard, then we can just say whatever's on our. But we have to bring up some lists sometimes because we got to cross out what bands we. Someone can make something.
Mhm.
Maybe in the chat, someone could put something or put down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, definitely.
Or,
Come
but
up
the
with some
Doors.
ideas.
I'll start. Let me start off on the Doors because I was. We got to keep in mind, Brown and everyone, that me and Paul Three, like, we weren't around when these bands were out and alive. Had that, a lot of these bands aren't alive anymore. Blah blah blah. But um, that move. I mean, I knew about the Doors. 8, 9, 10 years old. Got a hold of some CDs. I don't want to say "Light My Fire" because that's too easy, but like, um, I really like that song. Um, I'm a old man, backdoor man,
Backdoor
Mm,
backdoor
Man.
man.
Yeah,
Good song,
that's like
right?
an old blues song. Yeah, that's off their first album.
yep.
What about albums? So, with the Doors, like they're one of those bands where it's hard to pick a song. It's more about like albums because like every album is good with the Doors and they all kind of told a story. So I think Morrison Hotel is like always picked as one of their greatest, but man, I always go back to that album. It's so freaking good. And of course their debut is also legendary.
All right.
But yeah. all their albums are great.
You
You
gotta
can't
pick
forget.
one. You gotta pick one song, motherfucker, from the Doors.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. One song.
You can do "Light My Fire" if you want, because this is a great song. But like,
No,
I like
no,
to hear
no.
your. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to say the Soft Parade because that's not it. I would
Like, if you
probably
can
go
give
with
one
something.
person a song, and
I would
like,
go. Well, if I'm giving one person a song, that's different. But if I could pick one song, I would probably say something like Blue Sunday. Like I love that song. It's one of their more mellow songs, but the melody is infectious, and I could just, if I only had one, that's what I
bro,
would
you
pick.
were
I could just rush in it.
smiling and you were happy telling us about that song, and I never heard of that song. Can you put that in the chat so I can remember to go listen to that song later?
Hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like I said, you got to listen to the album though. Morrison Hotel, the entire album is great. It kind of all works together. But yeah, sure.
All right.
Dr. Brown, what is your favorite Doors song?
Oh, without a question, the end because of the
Mm,
story behind it, the controversy, and let's not also forget it was that song that would inspire a movie called The Hitcher.
forget. Well, hello.
Yes.
Looks like yeah, something happened.
No, hold on a
Let's
second there.
not forget
Back.
what.
The Hitcher. The Hitcher. Let me do this again.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
What happened?
Dr. Blackbeard, are you there?
Hold on a second there.
What happened?
Brian, you're
I
messing
adjusted
with
my
your
stupid.
your headset, brother.
There we go.
Your headset, Brown. It's
Can you
good
hear me
now. You're
now?
good, man.
Can you hear me now?
Brown likes the end.
Okay.
This is the end, my only friend.
But I
The
really been wanting to
end.
know for like 10 plus years what's Dr. Brown and what's all three's favorite The Beatles song.
Oh,
Oh,
it's going to be a tough one on that one because the Beatles came up with so many great ones.
You got to do one though, bro, to listen to the rest of your life though. I'll give you mine. I really like oh crap. Crap, what was it? We were talking about it yet the other day too.
well, I'll give mine because I gave it away last week, and I picked A Day in the Life. I think would be probably mine.
You know, it's too easy, but I'll throw in Help.
It's a
I
good
really
one. I
like
love that song.
I like Ticket to Ride. I like Paperback Writer. What Penny Lane. Yeah, those were my favorites, honestly.
Yeah, Help's a great
Baby.
song. Got to
But
check
I'm
out the
throwing Help
demo. Oh,
because I
and
like
I
that
want to.
chorus. Yeah.
Yeah, help me if you can. I'm feeling down. I
Brown,
gotta
what about
suggest.
you?
No, I gotta
Okay.
suggest a cover of
Well, can
that.
you hear me?
If you go
Go
to
ahead.
the original first album of Deep Purple called Shades of Deep Purple, they do a cover of Help, and it's like the greatest fucking thing you've ever
I
heard.
remember
You
I had
gotta
that on
listen to that.
cassette, most definitely there. I did.
Shades of Deep Purple, the first Deep Purple album it's probably their best. I like it better than Machine Head. It's
Mhm.
And
amazing.
we can hear Dr. Brown. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, my favorite Beatles song, it's like I said, it's hard to distinguish, but my favorite Beatles song, oh my gosh, it's a tough
You
one.
can defend. Listen, I'll give you a couple examples, Brown, like of what can be your favorite.
Mhm.
But maybe you heard it when you're a child and at a time, and you like that time in your life, and you go back to it and you like that. It's a bunch for me. Like I
Mine
like.
would have to be when I think about with that you just mentioned would um have to be "Come Together" from
Who
Abbey
wrote
Road.
that?
That really is a big song, right, guys?
It is.
Well, that
That
was
might
written
be
for
their
Timothy Leary, bro, originally for his campaign. That's what John Lennon wrote it
that
for.
might be the Beatles' most popular worldwide songs if you think about it. Think
No,
about it.
actually, that belongs.
It's been covered a million times, dude. Like
No, that'd be yesterday.
Yeah, but to the modern person, Come Together
Yeah,
is
the
pretty
modern.
popular
Come
though.
on,
Yeah,
guys. Come Together is
it's
really
true.
the Beatles
It is
most.
true. It is very true.
Yeah, it's true. Michael Jackson did it. Aerosmith did it.
Aerosmith did a great version of it.
I know. I remember seeing that as well.
You like the Aerosmith version?
Fuck
Yeah, I
yeah,
did.
dude.
Yeah, it
They
was.
they
It was.
rocked it. They kind of made it their own too.
So did you
That's what I
like
like.
y'all like Metallica's version of Turn the Page
No,
more than Bob Seger?
no, hell no. But I'm so over that song. I've heard
What
it
do
a
you mean,
million
hell?
times, bro.
No.
I've heard that song so many damn times, bro. People sing that at open mic and karaoke like all the time. It's so annoying. I can't listen to it anymore.
No, I stumped your bitch ass, you fucking asshole. We're like, oh, no, not Metallica.
No,
Like,
I
of
like the
course, fucking
Bob Seger version
Aerosmith.
is
Aerosmith's
superior, bro.
version's better than the Beatles. Come on, get the fuck out of
Not
here.
to me. No, no.
It's
It's
not
similar
better.
Get
to
the
me.
hell out
It's
of here.
similar to the Beatles.
I said it's great. It's not better. It's
Honestly,
great what they
I
did
think
with it.
Aerosmith's always been kind of overrated, way overrated, personally.
Mm,
I disagree. I think Aerosmith
But
kicks ass.
I know their 70 stuff. It's like, epic and blah blah blah. And, you
beyond
know,
epic.
Toys in
Yeah,
the
stop.
Attic.
Yeah. Stop listening to Just Push Play. Like that album blows ass.
Oh.
What about
Stop
the album
stop
Rocks?
stop listening to
Mm,
Jaded.
Man, that was a good. Come on, they made it. They were
not really.
popular. They made a resurgence, bro. You gotta respect them.
The one I couldn't stand
Aeros,
was that one called Pink.
come on, Brown. They were Aerosmith of the '90s and the 2000s, early 2000s. They were great, man.
That's garbage, bro. Hey, Steven Tyler, I guess, is singing again. He was just on stage with somebody the other
A lot of
day. So,
haters.
Really?
yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't hate on the 80s and 70s Aerosmith at all. I think that was some of the best music ever made, to be honest. Best rock ever made.
I agree, most definitely. I think it started falling off the wagon when they did that ballad for the Armageddon movie.
Yeah. Yeah. They jumped the shark by then.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
Okay,
how about let me throw
Well,
out a
what's your
band.
favorite Aerosmith song?
mine would have to be Round and Round from Toys in the Attic.
Well, that's a Rat song, Brown.
No,
So
no, no. They have a song on Toys in the Attic called Round and Around.
Rat copy that. I don't like that when
No,
bands do
no,
that.
no, no. It's totally different. Totally different.
But no, like it's a different song, but it's the same name, right?
That is allowed in rock and roll. You can have
It's not Brown.
I remember reading about it and hear about it just as well at a
Someone
couple of
should clip
radios.
that.
So
Brown, that was great. Someone should clip that. That is not allowed in rock and roll. That was good.
that is allowed in
Yo,
rock.
he says
You
it is
can.
allowed.
Y-
It is. Yes.
no, I'm saying, listen, this is real. Listen, Brown,
Hmm.
did the Round and Round song from Aerosmith, is it a deep track?
Very deep track. It's
So
from
maybe
Toys in
that's
the Attic.
is it deep enough to where maybe Stephen Piercy or Rat or whoever made their song Round and Round didn't know that about Aerosmith? Is it that non-known of a song
It's a
like a
different.
B-side?
No. It's on the.
So
It's on side two of Toys in the Attic, and it's nothing similar to the Rat song of the same name.
Paul
Both are
3, did you know
both are
about this
different.
Round and Round song from Aerosmith?
Let
Did you
me
ever hear
find.
that?
Let me find it for you, and I'll send you the link.
Paul 3, did
No,
you?
it's not one that I listen to offhand
So there you go.
necessarily.
It
No.
is a deeper. It is kind of a. Is it on the B side of the record? Is it on the other side of the record, Doctor Brown?
It's on side two. Let me find it for you.
Paul 3, what's your favorite Aerosmith song?
I like Mama Kin a lot. That's a great song. I like the 70 Kings and Queens, Seasons of Wither. I like all that shit.
Okay, let me find. And why are
Toys in the
yours?
Attic.
Hmm, another good one.
Hey, Jaded. I like the Jaded song, man. I like the music
Mm,
video. I had that chick from That 70 Show, I think. Mila Kunis? Or no?
terrible.
I don't think she was on that. I don't know if she was or not on that
Yeah, we gotta
show.
look up that. Or
Here
it's
it
the chick
is.
that look. Yeah, look that up, Brown, real quick.
What's your
Okay.
favorite rolling? What's
The
your
fuck?
favorite rolling?
And
Let me clear my throat, motherfucker. I want to know.
it's in the chat wire, the Skype chat, the song "Round Around" from Aerosmith.
What's your favorite Rolling Stones song?
Oh, "Sympathy for the Devil."
My band just learned that. We just played that at our last show.
Nice.
That's
All
pretty
right.
cool. What'd you think of that clip of One Way to Rock?
I liked it.
Oh, can y'all
I
play?
liked it a
Hey,
lot. Definitely.
when y'all play that right now or no? Say that for the next episode.
Yeah, we can save it. What would you see a band like that sounded like that? What would you say?
Well, that's a cover song, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You're right. It was Mila Kunis. She was the
But like
girl in that
All
music
Three's
video.
band is kind of like the music of, I would say, like the sound of Ray Vaughan band and all that. Would you a little bit
A sound of what?
like the Stevie Ray Vaughan sound and all that with the horn and stuff like
I,
that? Got a hot
I
shot guitar
mean,
player.
that the
Not
guitar player
necessarily the
plays all the
vocals,
Van
but
Halen shit, bro.
like a mix between Van Halen and Stevie Ray Vaughan, I would say.
Yeah, that guitar player can play anything, but he's been playing a lot of like the Van Halen, Eric Johnson inspired type of shit. We're learning Hot for Teacher right now.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really hard. It's super hard.
What party do you fucking play? Do you play the dun 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 dun?
Well, I'm gonna leave most of it to him, and I'm gonna just follow the root note and play probably a lot of the stuff that the bass does. Yeah, it's hard to do Van Halen as a fucking 7-piece band, bro. It really is.
Well,
There's only three
that's the
instruments.
riff. Dun 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 dun. That's the
Yeah,
riff.
but like I said, my lead guitar player is like fucking Eddie Van Halen from the grave. Like he's so sick, he can play all that
Nah, cause
shit.
you were doing that, bro. That one song you were doing good on that too. Come on,
No, I know, but
you filled it in good.
I
Like
just want him to shine too.
You played Sammy Hagar's part right on the guitar.
Pretty much, yeah. And he was doing all like the lead parts and shit. Yeah. The vocals are what's hard on that. We had to practice the harmonies and shit. I think that it sounded pretty good. I heard and like the second one was a little iffy on that, but all the other ones are pretty good. The harmonies are hard as fuck on that song.
I
You
like
gotta have
Jumping
the
Jack
harmonies, bro.
Flash.
We
Rolling
play
Stone.
that too, bro. We play that too.
What's your Brown? What's your favorite guys? What's your favorite? To throw a loop on y'all. What's your favorite Nirvana song, motherfuckers?
Um.
Brown, I know you hate him. That's why I threw that curveball. I know
Oh
you hate Nirvana.
gosh.
I hate
But
to say
listen, you
this.
gotta
I hate to
respect.
say this, but I think
You
my
know how I
favorite
look at
Nirvana.
them. You know how I look at like bands I don't like or whatever. That you gotta look at it as nowadays. It's all about rap and hip hop and all that crap. But there was a time, man, that that was the last of the dying breed of just rock. Was like Nirvana and the '90s stuff. If you think about it, I mean, obviously the 2000 stuff, your Three Doors Down, blah 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 came in, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's a whole thing, bro. That this created, that Nirvana created, that Smells Like Teen Spirit created, that Kurt Cobain. This guy fucking died of a heroin overdose, but he inspired a lot of teenagers at that time, and to do something. I don't know, like bro.
Cobain
So
died from suicide.
people love this dude though, right? People love Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
Listen,
be
I have
Coben,
5 more minutes on the show.
Coben.
Just letting you guys know.
It's his last
Five
name
more
was
minutes.
pronounced Cobain, and he died from a
It's
self-inflicted
Kobe.
shotgun.
Aaron Corbin, bro.
Kurt Corbin Brown. What do you
So
mean,
back, can we
Brown?
finish up with the Sabbath
Y'all
concert?
couldn't
Like,
even
can
give
we
me a.
finish up?
Y'all couldn't give me it. Y'all hate Nirvana that bad, bro.
Can we finish up with the Sabbath concert? What do you think Jonathan Davis of Korn is gonna sing?
Hmm. I'm thinking maybe Tomorrow's Dream,
He's gonna do
You think
Electric
they're gonna do
Funeral.
that? Ooh, actually,
or maybe Snowblind.
oh, Snowblind would be a great one too.
Corn.
Somebody has to play that. Somebody has to
Is
play that in some.
is Slipknot build on this at all? Slipknot?
No,
No,
no.
it's not. I checked. Remember, read all the names, and they're not even booked.
Well,
Slash is on it. Slash is on the bill.
I think he'll probably do join in if they do Supernaut because the vibes of that
Oh,
song definitely speak Slash 100%.
dude, I can't wait to hear it. You know, a band like Goryo or a band like Mastodon, actually, they may take on one of those, like, Spiral Architect or some crazy shit like that. They
Natural
might.
Acrobat, Killing Yourself to Live,
Yes,
Under the
yes.
Sun.
I want to hear. I know it's not everybody's favorite album, but I want to hear somebody play "Never Say Die." I would like that. It would just kind of be appropriate too. I think for the concert if somebody covered that.
Or something from the Technical Ecstasy album.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they'll go. Somebody was bound to go deep on this because there's enough acts. I think they can go a
In
little
fact,
deep
if they
with it.
do one of the tracks from Technical Ecstasy, Backstreet Kids, Lizzie Hale can do the vocals on that one.
That would be actually perfect. Yep, that would be sick. This whole show's going to be incredible. I plan on watching it. I don't know if it'll be live streamed, but I'm sure it'll be released at some point and everyone will be able to watch it and the production will be fantastic. But
If it were
a
the
lot,
live stream, most definitely be here on YouTube or Twitch. No doubt any question.
I did predict Ozzy to die this year. By the way,
we should do a
from the
watch along with it at some point for the show and just, talk about it or whatever. We should do something like that.
Sounds like a good option there.
I don't know if we
Absolutely.
get, hopefully we wouldn't get like, in trouble with the copyright or whatever.
Hmm. If we do so, I have to keep the volume way low.
nah, put
Yeah.
that shit on fucking X Spaces. Fuck you two. Put that shit on X Spaces. Elon's not gonna take it down. You can't get copyright on that shit. Music. Only YouTube does it dumb shit. X Spaces, bro. We gotta hit that. July 5th, Ozzy concert. Black Sabbath, Brown.
Hmm. Man. I remember YR was like sending me
Oh shit! The
what
Warriors
happened.
got Jimmy Butler.
Hmm.
Ah!
Nobody cares about basketball.
Damn.
Basketball's terrible.
I remember
Basketball's
YR
terrible.
was when he saw Zach Sabbath play at that one venue in Dallas. He was like sending me, "What's the name of this song? What's the name of that song?" Because he would have put it up on his old YouTube channel there, and I was helping along with all the songs there. Because as I
Oh shit.
stated, I had a lot of Ozzy albums with Sabbath, ranging from the
Zach
first
is Zach
records. The,
Wild advertised on this?
no, he's not on there. He's not involved with this one here.
He's gotta be there though.
I'm
Oh
surprised
no,
he's not
dude.
even on the list myself.
Oh well, no,
No, no. It
duh.
says
Duh.
performances by. He's gonna be with Ozzy, bro. He's gonna
Pantera.
be. Oh shit, yeah. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be with Pantera, and he's gonna be with the Ozzy group. I
That's right,
guarantee it.
my bad.
They still should
Duh.
advertise him though.
He'll be there. Zach will definitely be there.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, my bad. Like, duh. Put two and two together.
So, would you guys rather hear Ozzy if he was live and sounded horrible, or would you like to hear some of the fake vocals?
I would rather hear Ozzy for real.
even if he sounds
because there's
horrible.
two, even though, yes, because I think we're all up to here with all this lip syncing, backing tracks bull that's been going on with Motley Crue, Kiss.
Me too. I'm on the same boat. I would rather hear his real voice. I can't
Now, if
stand the Motley Crue and Kiss stuff.
and by the way, if they're good, if Ozzy's voice ain't up to par with as it used to be, most likely they are able to detune the songs, their instruments, to match that voice.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Because you recall, I tried to hear him talk during his rock and roll induction speech, and it was like, hmm. It's kind of like it's in a way it's hard to make out what he's saying at times. But then again, they were saying that during the Osbournes run on MTV back in 2002. But then again, Ozzy was drinking again during that filming.
Why, or did you clear your throat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. I have to wrap it up, so I don't know how much longer you guys are going to be on. So we'll
Yeah.
answer any more.
Well, can we do a couple more of our favorite songs before we say goodnight? Let's start
All
with
right.
this one. Okay, Wire, since we're talking about Black Sabbath, what is your favorite from them? One song.
Electric Funeral.
Oh, yeah. Mine would have to be the song Black Sabbath.
I like Wheels of Confusion a lot. A lot.
From Volume 4. That's a good one there.
Yes.
All
Or
right.
you
Big
know that
fan.
one that one I like that
Which one?
one was on it wasn't on volume four, it was on remember the wrist or something? What was it?
So
Equinox.
I have a hard time hearing you.
The wrist.
You're right. Dorit.
Out of Rit.
The writ.
Dorit from
Yeah, remember that one?
Sabotage. Yes, I remember you spoke about
Yeah.
that song a few times a couple years back.
Where Paul 3 That's a good album too.
It is. Very fierce album. In fact, most of the aggression on that album was due to the legal
Oh,
issues
that's
they were
funny.
having at that time.
That's hilarious. I like Rat Salad a lot too.
Mm. Which is their version of Moby Dick when you think about it.
Yeah, it's an instrumental song. So,
Yep.
okay, what's your favorite Ozzy song solo?
Mm. Let's see. Mine would have to be, let's see here. It would have to be You Can't Kill Rock and Roll from Diary of a
Oh, you
Madman.
fucking asshole. I was gonna say that.
Oh, shit.
Prick. Damn it. All right, let me do
I like The Ultimate Sin, and that's one of
Mm.
my favorites.
Good one there as
I,
well.
I like I like the entire album too. Ozzy used to crap on it himself, but it's a great album. I love it.
It is a good
filling
album.
filling the bark
You
in
know,
the moon.
another crazy song. It's called
What?
Paul 3's all messed up on edibles.
I think I think he
uh,
smoked
Paul
something
3
during the show there, so that
Paul
explains it.
Paul 3 Paul 3 you smoke something funny?
I think he did.
another crazy song was
Dude. Yeah, he did smoke a little something there. I saw on the screen here. He even showed it to us.
In the show, this guy's embarrassing himself. Come on.
All right, so I'm thinking maybe we definitely got to continue this topic for next week. That's for sure. All right, so next Thursday we are going to continue this discussion, correct, guys?
Yes, we are.
Okay, there. All right, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and we'll definitely see you all next Thursday